Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Are You Alive, the official music video from tripleS. Very excited to get back into them, so without further ado, let's go.
Are you alive?
Oh, there's the wings again. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Ugh. Okay, I kind of love this chorus. I kind of fucking love this chorus. And I love the visual representation of like wearing your wounds on your sleeve or wearing your scars on your sleeve in a way, and like the shot of all of the members. There's a lot. All of them with wounds and shit, almost like wearing their it's not even imperfections, like literally wearing their feelings on their sleeve and showing it all. Almost makes the girls feel like runaways that kind of like came together to support one another because no home that they could find would actually take them as they are. So with all of their wounds and everything else, they just had to come together and find a place all for themselves, like their own kind of like nirvana of sorts. Which I thought was really cool. We had a shot of like the silhouette of the wings, which is a reference to one of their previous music videos, if I'm not mistaken. I absolutely love how dark shit got very quickly, as like the very first shot is like very it almost like reminds me of like those shots that they do in Hollywood in Requiem for a Dream with Jennifer Connelly's character, where she has like this rig strapped onto her, and it's almost like the camera is representing her and her kind of like state of mind being a little bit out of control and whatnot. And then, you know, the whole shot of falling into the water and seeing the wounds and everything. And this shot is like something out of a horror movie. The wounds again with that little piece of flour as well, as you kind of like blow, which is, it's also kind of like a bit of a representation of something that I'm forgetting. There's like a really cool metaphor to that you need to, by blowing it, it's almost like making a wish or something like that. Maybe I'm confusing some plans and shit, but let's take it back. This is already so freaking beautiful. I'm so excited. Damn. The harder I run, the further my dreams drift away. So don't run away, basically, right? That's kind of like, instead of running away from what hurts you, you run towards it to crush it. And then, because the dreams also scare you, if that makes sense, you know. So by running away from my reality, I also run away from the things that I want to achieve. Ew. There's that planting. Wait, hold up. Let me make sure, because there is like, I think there's a flower out there. Plant that you blow to make a wish. Yeah, dandelions. That's the one, right? Okay, so let's see. Dandelions symbolism. Okay, the name derives from the French term dents de lion, meaning lion's teeth. The dandelion is a well-known weed Yet this humble plant is also a symbol of hope, healing, and resilience, as obviously healing as they're all wounded, so that is a beautiful representation. Resilience is also a beautiful representation as they have to fight through the wounds and through their struggles. The dandelion represents hope, dreams, wishes, communications, creativity, and manifestation. If you ever stumble upon a dandelion, whether in a dream or in real life, it may be confirmation that your manifestations are working or that you should begin the progress or the process rather of manifestation. So resilience and perseverance are some of the meanings of this dandelion as they're blowing to make that wish to hope for a better tomorrow, because they don't want their dreams to drift away, because they keep on running away, and the harder they run away, the further their dreams drift away. And I love the shot of her kind of like grabbing the camera, almost like talking to us, like, motherfucker, you have no idea how much I want to, fight and not quit and run away, and I want to live, so please listen to me. And it's like she's kind of like shaking the camera, almost like trying to drill it into her and into our skulls of how much these girls want to make it. Anyway,
날 닮은 것 같아. 넘어지고 슬퍼도 그저 너 내 색조차 안 하네. 우리 그냥 도망치자. 아무도나 찾지 못하게 짙어버린 꿈으로 초란 날도 숨겨. 소위 광고 속 화려한 저 세상을 향해. 근데 왜 또 숨차? 네가 조금은 더 사라져.
this chord almost like flower opening up. Oh damn, the feeling of fucking almost like claustrophobia or something, or like the feeling of suffocation is really real with this one. Fetal position, super terrified, scared, wounded. Holy shit. Them dancing in that fire, almost as if they're again manifesting the feelings of wanting to be happy, and it's almost like they're doing a ritual of sorts, almost like a sacrifice of sorts. Like it felt almost like a little bit cultish. This might be my favorite song so far by tripleS, and I feel like I've been saying that every time they release a new song. And I love like the truth behind all of my wounds and all of me running away and trying to escape because I feel so afraid is I want to be happy, but also they say the truth is I'm happy and beautiful more than anyone else. That's kind of interesting. It feels like the lyrics have changed a little bit, right? Because before they said the truth is I want to be happy more than you ever know, but now they say the truth is I'm happy and beautiful more than anyone else. Unless I'm reading this wrong, there was a switch up. Or maybe those are just the same lyrics and I didn't focus on it. Anyway. Almost like a panic attack. Okay. Whoa. Is that a web? Like a spider web? And all those seeds that they blown, almost like wishful thinking or like wishing for that better tomorrow, as the dandelions are a representation of hope, manifestation of, of better things, resilience, and all that kind of stuff. It's all stuck in a web of darkness, It's like that web represents their fears, as we see the girls almost like having like these panic attacks and like these freakouts because they cannot handle it anymore, because they try on fighting so hard and it just keeps on fighting back. The fear keeps on fighting back. That's really, really interesting. Holy shit. And like the shot of like the hugging, I believe in like the, yeah, near the bathtub or something, as they're wounded and their hair is wet too, so like tired of like drowning. Also a really cool symbolism, as was one of the beginning shots with the girl with the wet hair. Man, holy shit. And there's like some sort of a countdown on the buildings from 107 or 106 to 103 or something. Oh, she's... Damn, she saved her. They no longer are wounded. Nice. Damn, what a visual. Whoa. Whoa, wait, what the fuckity fuck? The dandelion is getting like suffocated through like a sous vide bag. The air is being sucked out of it, so all the hope is getting sucked out, as the dandelion is a representation of hope, resilience, manifestation of good vibes basically. But there was also the shot of like the girl drowning in the tub and the other girl comes to her rescue to pull her out, and then they're dancing and their faces are no longer wounded. Okay, so now they're running towards a bigger dream. Instead of saying the further I run, the faster I run, or the more I run, the more my dreams drift away. Now running towards a bigger dream. And no dream is without sacrifices, which represents like wounds and fear and despair and feelings of like I might not be able to make it. The truth is, I want to be happier more than you can ever know. So there's that switch up again. What is there a switch up in the lyrics? Because before, in the first lyric, in the first chorus, they say the truth is I want to be happier. In the second chorus, they say the truth is I am happy and beautiful more than you ever know. In the final chorus, they go back to the truth is I want to be happier more than you ever know. So it's like, I'm kind of like wondering if there's a switch up, or am I missing something? The screen is almost like shattered, right? As they're taking the photo of the sky, and there's like some sort of a ledge there too, which I thought was interesting. Is she up? I'm not sure. She's eating the fucking dandelion. So hold up. What does that mean? It does say that dandelions have healing properties that have been used in traditional medicine. So outside of like the symbolism of healing, rejuvenation, and overall well-being, I guess eating a dandelion is actually a good thing, apparently. I'm not really sure, but just the symbolism of dandelions throughout this music video, as it's getting suffocated via that air sucking out of the plastic bag that it is in. It almost feels like they are the dandelion who's being suffocated by the realities of the world. So are you really alive, or are you just are you living to live your life, or are you living to just exist? Them all being kind of like asleep as they're talking about running towards a bigger dream. It almost like gives like some sort of like an Inception vibes, if that makes sense. And like seeing so many fucking members in one tiny ass room like that feels incredibly surreal. It almost feels like a horror movie. If that makes any sense. So that paired with the fire dance and like the circular dance around the buildings, and it just has like a very indie movie kind of like horror quality to it, which I'm actually a big fan of. Like this whole music video was incredible. The story was amazing. Them dancing without any wounds suddenly and her falling off the bicycle was also kind of like an interesting metaphor, as like life hits you and it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you fall and keep on getting back up. So as long as we're also together because we save one another, we will no longer feel bruised, if that makes sense. Like if this is kind of like, it's almost like Inception. In the dream I'm without wounds, but in reality I am wounded, as they're all sleeping with wounds on, but then one of the dancing sequences is them without any wounds. Amazing stuff overall. Let me know your thoughts, because obviously based on just one watch it's very hard to pick up all of the details, so I'm not going to even pretend to understand everything. But if I was anywhere close to getting the music video and if I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, check out the rest of my tripleS reactions, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.